Hi everyone, it's Calcula back with an unboxing video! Okay, so today we are going to be looking at the Jellycomb keyboard. They do multiple ones. I could not tell you which model this is off the top of my head because it doesn't say on the packet. I also got, sorry this is going to be really rustly because I haven't opened this yet, a wrist rest for my arms when I'm typing and using the mouse as well. I've never used one before, but I figured at this point, you know, with the way my wrists are and my health is and given my job, I should have probably started using these years ago. But I'm only just trying to learn now, so too little too late. So I don't know if it was a combination of getting both of these or if it was just for the keyboard, but I got an absolutely ridiculous sized box for it. I think, you know, a bit overload Amazon. I mean, come on. I mean, that stinks like shit. Anyway, we're not here to smell stinky Amazon boxes. We are here to unbox and review this keyboard. Wow! And I guess these wrist rests as well. Let's start. My tablet's in the way. Everything's in the way. Let's start off with the wrist rest. No scissors required. That's what I like to see. I apologize for this noise. It doesn't say anything about it on this either, really. Although it does have a sticker that says name backpack. You can't read that. My camera won't focus, but it says name backpack on it. But you've got a little one for just using for your mouse, because you know, you're only moving your hands so far with the mouse. They actually feel quite soft. I'm trying to think of something to equate it to, but I can't really. They don't seem too firm, but they're also not too soft either. I mean, I don't know if I can. That's me giving it a good old squeeze. I should really have an extra camera for this because you can't see my wrists on the desk. But you know, I don't know how useful these will be to me, especially because I've got quite small hands and small wrists, and these are quite bulky. But you know, I'll keep with them and see how much I use them, and I don't know. I guess we'll find out. These cost around £7. It was in between £7 and £8. I think it was valid for free shipping. So I mean, it was more than I was hoping to pay for this sort of thing. But honestly, I think I had a lot of good reviews. Oh, pardon me. And you know, if you're gonna get something like this, you might as well pay decent money for a good product, you know? And they do have other options where you can just have one or the other, I think. And I think those are probably cheaper. There might be cheaper options there. I'll put links to these in the description, so, you know, usual jig. But I thought I might as well get both, because couldn't hurt. Okay, on to the main event. The keyboard. I had to get something to replace this, my old Advent one, because I had it for a very long time, which I didn't realize until I was thinking about replacing it. And turns out I have had it for quite a long time, and it would explain why it's starting to fail on me. Okay, so we open this up, and that's our first sight. It's the keyboard, naturally. It looks like a dust jacket thing there, or dust, like, protector sleeve, or whatever you call it, that comes with it, which I didn't realize. I'm sure it tells you this on the page, but I did get this on a bit of a whim because it wasn't the one I intended to buy. So, but yeah, there's this wee thing. It's all flimsy. It's weird, I don't like that. And here's the keyboard and its shrink wrap stuff. So let's get it out. Ooh. Whoop. Oh, dude. Don't you just love it when you get something new and it's nice? Like, there's just the new texture. It's just nice and sleek. There's no markings on it, you know? Nobody's dirty fingerprints, aka my dirty fingerprints being all over it and stuff. And it's got like a curve to it. I don't know if you can see this. Ooh. There you go. So instead of like having little legs on it, or I don't know what this one has actually. I guess this one's kind of the same. My old one's kind of like similar. It's got like a wee bump. But this is a wee bit more sleek looking. I was worried for some reason that it would be really high up. I think the picture gave me the impression it was going to have a really big lift on it, but it's actually, I might take, you know, I think it's quite flat on the desk. So that's good for my wrists, so they don't have to, you know, too much craning, you know? I was also worried about it being too big, but in comparison to my Advent, there's that one. That's the new one. You know, it's not that much of a difference. Like, it's been a while since I've had a big keyboard, so this is actually a decent size. The keys are nice and tech. I was worried. I was worried. It occurred to me before I started recording this, and once it had arrived, I was like, did I check if these have scissor keys? Because that's what these have. Scissor keys. I didn't know the name for these until I was actually trying to find them, because I ordered a keyboard a few weeks ago, and it didn't have scissor keys, and I noticed straight away. It looked like it did, but it didn't. So it wasn't until I actually looked it up what it was, I was able to search for it. So if you're looking for really kind of non-clunky keys, or keys that are basically used as standard in laptops, usually, they're called scissor keys. So if that's the kind of thing you're looking for, that is the phrase to use when you're looking them up. Now, the cool thing about this is it also comes with a mouse, so that would be interesting to try. I don't know if I'll like this mouse. It's very flat. I've never used the flat mouse, so I don't know. I think it's a silent mouse. I don't know if you can hear that. But the other cool thing about this is, see, the mouse was in there, and you get this cable for charging up the keyboard. So you don't need batteries, it just charges up with a standard USB cable. I mean, which one is this? Is this a USB-C or something? I don't remember what it's called, but basically the ones you would use to charge your phones, you know, very standard. I don't know if this has got any charge in it, because I don't actually know how you turn it on. There's no button. Do you guys see a button? There's like lights for power and stuff, but oh wait, you know what it'll be? It'll be because it's not plugged into anything. And that's a point. That's a point. How does this plug in? I had to do it. I had to go into the manual. Look at all this reading I have to do! The 2.4G USB receiver from the battery compartment of the mouse. Wait, what? I didn't see that! Did you guys see that? Oh my god! They're right! It's right there! It's like, that's it. That's it right there. What the fuck? How did I not notice that the first time? Well, there you go. Your little USB is inside the mouse. I don't know why I keep doing this because the camera's not gonna focus. Let's see. Oh, focus. Hey! It worked! Kind of. You find it in there. It fits in there. You know what I can do is, since I've unplugged that, actually let's put that back in there where it belongs. I can take the AAA batteries out of my old keyboard and put it in the new mouse. Big brain thinking. Okay. I don't think the mouse is being detected yet. That would also be because it's not turned on. But it's still not being detected. It's taking a while to install, I'm not sure why. You know what this makes me think of? It makes me think of Flubber. And like it makes me think of that scene where Robin Williams just goes except I can't do that very well because I've got glasses on. It's totally what you guys subscribed for. That actually smells kind of bad. I don't. I'm not doing that again. My device is ready to use! Yes! Ah, the mouse is working. I should have set it up so I had my display and my camera going. Because you can't see what's happening here. But I can guarantee you that the mouse is working. Oops. I don't know about the keyboard? Wait. That's a switch. That is the switch. Like, that's off. That's on. What the fuck? I didn't know what that was. Although the light's gone, so I'm assuming it's because the battery's dead. So, maybe I should charge this up and, you know, come back and give it a wee test run. Doesn't look like the cable wants to go in. Okay, the bit where the cable goes in is a wee bit stiff, but I mean, I guess it's better than it being too loose. You can see it there. A wee red light for charging. So, I guess we'll have to leave that for a while. Actually, I might turn it off to save battery. And, we'll come back to it once it's charged up a bit.
Many months later.
Okay, so after I finished recording that video, I charged up the keyboard, right? I charged it up, okay? But afterwards I thought, okay, maybe I'll leave it a couple of weeks and I'll use the keyboard actively and then finish the review, because then it'll have been put to work and I'll know if it's pretty decent or not. And after those 2 weeks, I sort of forgot about it. I really forgot about it, and I can't even remember when I started, like when I recorded that original video. So now we're here, at least a couple of months later, probably. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this review, and yeah, I'm gonna finish it. I don't have much to say really, other than the fact that the keyboard's been working really well, actually, and I have not needed to charge it since I got it, which is pretty impressive if you consider how long I left it after charging it that first time. So I'm quite happy about that. I will say to people that the light doesn't stay on regardless of what you do. It only goes on if you switch on like the switch, it goes on for like a couple of seconds, and then that's it. So if your light isn't on consistently, that doesn't mean it's broken. It just means that the light doesn't stay on. I think it's to conserve battery. The mouse has also been working very nicely. I don't know what to say about it, other than the fact that I guess the only issue I've had with it at all has been I tried playing some games with it recently, because I haven't played any computer games, like on my PC, for quite a while. And I tried playing one, and the scroll button seemed a little bit laggy, but I don't know if that's to do with the scroll wheel itself, or if it's to do with my game, because I played it on the game and laptop that we have, so I don't think it was the game. I think, for some reason, I think it was the mouse, but I don't know what that was about, but it wasn't, like, super big of a deal. I haven't tried it on any other games, so it might be okay. I haven't used the DPI button on it. I don't really know what it does. I don't think I've used it for anything. But generally the wheel works fine as well, so, you know, and the shape of it is fine. Like, I was worried about it being so flat, but I think it's actually okay. One thing I haven't used is the wrist rests. I have not been using those. Not because they don't work, just because I haven't made a habit to try and use them. The mouse one, as I mentioned, is a bit, like, thick for me. Like, it's a bit thick for my wrists. I'm keeping it anyway because it's been handy for other stuff, like balancing things, or like keeping something steady. So I mean, it's had some purpose. The one for the keyboard, I am wanting to try and make use of more, but I just haven't done it yet because I keep forgetting. So I don't have any complaints in the sense that the products are bad. I just have not really used them much due to my own negligence. That's the right way to put it. So, I mean, I can't really recommend them, nor not recommend them, because I haven't. Oh no! Ah! Sneeze! No! So yeah, I can't really recommend them nor not recommend them because I haven't really put them to use very much. All in all, I would recommend these products, or at the very least, I will certainly recommend the Jellycomb keyboard and mouse, because, you know what, for what I paid, I can't remember that anymore, and I was a bit anxious about spending that money, but you know what? I've been using these consistently and they've been working perfectly fine, much better than my old keyboard, which I still keep just in case, but yeah, I'd rather not have to use it again. So these are very good, and I will put links for everything in the description below as usual, and you guys can have a look and see if you wanna check them out for yourself. Anyway, that's enough from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this little review, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!